Hello and welcome to our conference. Let me introduce Ms. Kateřina Slováčková and Ms. Ivana Cvičková. And I will now ask you to tell us where you work, how your hospital is supporting healthy and natural birth, or anything that might be of interest to our audience. Hello, my name is Kateřina Slováčková, and I'm a midwife with 20 years of experience. I have worked in many hospitals throughout the Czech Republic. At the moment, I'm the head nurse in maternity hospital in Zlín, and my previous practice was mostly in delivery room, where I gained most experience. Hello, my name is Ivana Cvičková, and I'm a ward nurse in the maternity hospital in Zlín. I have had 30 years of experience, and I've always been working in delivery room, with the exception of 20 years in outpatient care. At the moment, I've been in delivery rooms for 12 years. Thank you. Could you tell us what qualifications are necessary, are mandatory for a midwife to work in your hospital? On the one hand, there are midwives with the historical education of the secondary level, but they are entitled to the midwifery work. Basically, there are women's health nurses who later on supplemented their education, usually in pathologies. And on the other hand, there are younger nurses, younger midwives with tertiary education that can be gained even at the local university. And this BA studies can be later supplemented by follow-up studies in community care or peri-operational care. There's no special emphasis put on the specialization, but it's logical that under the current system, the midwives want to have their education completed. Recently, you have opened a midwifery center where midwives actively support normal birth. Do they need any additional qualifications? We have, to be able to start the midwifery center, we set certain internal standards. And it's been our great advantage that the Zlín hospital has always had a long tradition of midwifery-led care. So it can be said that to be able to start the midwifery center, we don't have to have very highly specific criteria, because our midwives have been accustomed to taking care of low-risk pregnancies and low-risk women for really many years. Which factors may have an impact on birth, on natural birth, whether in terms of facility, equipment, knowledge, working conditions, relations to the families? What I might mention is an individual approach to a woman in labor. If there's a continuity of care by one midwife throughout the birthing process, this has a very positive response, both on the part of midwife and the woman. Then do I understand you well that you would really welcome the continuity care model? That's actually what we're actively seeking. And we are trying to apply this. If on admission the woman is assessed by the consultant physician as eligible for midwifery-led care, then she is transferred into an exclusive care by a midwife throughout the birthing process. Then, after the birth, the midwife offers the choice of an outpatient birth, of an early discharge, or refers the woman to a postnatal room. This brings me to a question, another question of the on the continuity of care, because my idea might include also the antenatal period. But on the other hand, I understand that for a hospital, it is difficult to send out midwives into the community. So my question is whether you cooperate with community midwives. We definitely cooperate with community midwives, but on the other hand, on admission, the decision on the midwifery-led care at the moment is made by a physician, but we don't say that this cannot change in the future, and our great vision is to have an outpatient, to have a center for antenatal care. So you're planning it. To be able to start the midwifery, we have chosen a model that at the moment enables us to work as a midwifery center. But that's our vision, the continuity of care, including the antenatal care, is our vision for the future. On the other hand, there's been a long tradition of the continuity of care in postnatal period. Currently, a community midwife can accompany the birthing woman, but may not lead the birth. And what is preventing you from the situation, and this is a frequent phenomenon in Czech maternity hospitals, what prevents you from having the community midwife cooperate with the hospital midwife? I would really appreciate this cooperation and this possibility. I think that what actually prevents us is the standards, especially in terms of the responsibility impacts. So a solution might be a contract with a community midwife. At the moment, we don't have such a community midwives, but I'm aware that there is a great demand. Yes, there's also a great demand among the women, and that is actually also a reason for our conference. What is special about your birth? What I consider very positive and special is our work with the laboring woman, and especially in terms of support of natural birth. What I mean is a very low rate of epidural analgesia thanks to hydrotherapy, because all our because of the tubs that are available in 5 out of our 7 birth delivery compartments. So in 80–90% of cases, the birthing women can manage the labor pain very well. What I've also heard is that you also conduct breech deliveries in a way that is unusual in the country. Yes, this is true. Women come to our hospital from all the Czech Republic to consult and also to give birth. This is something that we support because we have very good outcomes. So the statistical figures are on your side. This is great news. Yeah, the philosophy is to enable the woman to deliver breech in a natural way, yes, and in a less traumatizing position. These are also the reasons. This is also the reason why many women with breech presentation come to us, because they have negative experience with other hospitals. Yes, you are right. And I have sent some women to a hospital and they've been satisfied. Previously, you have mentioned your inner standards, something you're satisfied with. So my question is whether you would be willing to share these standards with others, maybe provide them for the conference where they could be publicly seen and shared by other hospitals. We don't have, we are completely okay with this. Actually, when we were about to start our midwifery center, I was seeking advice and inspiration myself, approaching one clinic in Prague. Of course, we had to make the standards compliant with the requirements of the head doctor, and also in compliance with the standards of our hospital, which has a perinatal status. Another thing that might be of interest to the audience is sharing the negative experience, because sometimes it helps to say, well, we thought that this path would be okay, and then we found out that another way is better. Can you think of such a thing? On my part, I can't think of any problem or an issue that would make us change our approach. No, I can't think of anything like that. Okay. Are you offering something that might be called a family suite? I mean, the model where a woman in labor is accompanied by her partner, maybe elder children, where all of them could be together since the admission, over the intrapartum care until leaving home. Actually, this is an idea that I've been living with for many years, and 2 years ago, in 2019, we were part of a project of a new hospital building, and we defined such rooms as part of this project. Unfortunately, in the near future, this has not come into question, because following the election results, this plan I mean, the plan of building a new hospital has gone into pieces. So what we're ahead of is probably the reconstruction of the current hospital building. Therefore, we cannot offer such conditions and environment at the moment. What I would like to add is that if there is a family that wants to be together, we offer a upgraded room where the family can be together. There is just one upgrade room. There's a lot of interest. There's a great demand for it, and what has a very positive feedback is a separate bathroom. Unlike the other birth compartments, otherwise the delivery room has a joint bathroom, has a shared bathroom. The outpatient, because since outpatient outpatient delivery is our daily bread, this upgrade room is used very often, and it's great to talk about this and to plan this. What I also wanted to add is very good cooperation with the postnatal unit, where the midwives offer a choice of a room, the possibility of spend time with partners on a postnatal in a postnatal room. Is there anything that I have not asked you about, but something I have? Is there anything you would like to share with the world? Are there any? Is there something that the parents might change? Because there's a lot of discussion on the patient's rights, but what is sometimes neglected is also their in the discussion is their obligations. What I would welcome is more responsibility on the women's part for their own pregnancy and birth. What we fail to support is the inner intuition. This is something that might be passed on in the family from the mother on the daughter, so that the birth is approached as something that is natural and a kind of mission for a woman. So that it's something very natural, so that I don't need to be afraid of birth just because I have not attended prenatal education. So that there is this approach is not like here I am and do something with me, so that it's quick and so that it does not hurt. Did you want to add something, Ivana? No. I think what has been said, yes, it's been a very nice conclusion. I'm satisfied. Me too. Thank you very much.